Okay, so yeah, I've been sitting here dawdling around trying to get this all squared away here, and I think be coming through properly when I brought it up on my. All right, so I don't need this here. Let's close it. Okay, let's get this over here. Let's try and get this. So right now I'm trying to figure out this live control room on the Google Hangout. I want to try and give you guys, you patrons, a patron only video here for once, because it seems like I've never done this, and we do appreciate what you guys have done for our channel up to this point. But right now I'm trying to figure out where things stand as far as this. Things just don't look quite right on my Hangout here, but I'm hoping that a couple, oh, there we go. I'm hoping that a couple people eventually show up here. So I'm going to live stream this and trying my best to, well, I guess what I'll do is I'll just go back to the way that I usually do it, which is everything on my screen here is in reverse. So makes it a little strange, but I'm hoping that this turns out okay for you all. Speaking of which, I'm going to put on a light over here. It's going to change the brightness a little bit. All right, so Padres-Mets. I apologize for the length of the time that I did not have any sound going on, but I was kind of trying to get things squared away, and this is the first time I've tried this. And I don't know where I can find comments. If there are any. I'm going to see if I can figure out how to do this and see if anything shows up anywhere here on my screen. Do this and see if anything. It doesn't seem to show up here in the control room. I don't know if there's any way to show comments. Oh, there's chat. There's group chat. There's screen share. I don't know. Anyway, let's get moving. I hope that someone happens upon this video, and again, those of you who are loyal supporters through Patreon who are here, I appreciate you and just want to be able to give you guys a game here. So hopefully let's work through this. I'm gonna probably play a little bit quick because I think a lot of you guys are Strat pros. If you have any questions, feel free to comment. Although at the moment, I don't really know if anybody's around, and I think I will, in fact, get this going again, but just leave there's the live chat, and I guess we will, I'll see if anybody comments here or not. So we are at Citi Field, another series there, and a 12 on the, if you can see that here, see it on my screen, it's all reversed, which kind of is annoying, but it is a day game at Citi Field, so a 12 is going to be average conditions, so ones on the ballpark singles and 11s on the ballpark home runs. And so this is also, I was going back through my files yesterday, and I happened upon this score sheet, which is a 10-inning score sheet, and I forgot that I made this. So I decided I would go ahead and give it a whirl here and maybe start using it a little bit more. So I just have to remember to keep moving across as I go. So Padres sent down Alex Dickerson and brought up Travis Jankowski, and he will be starting this game in left. John Jane center, Matt Kemp in right, and Solardi at third base, Myers at first. Also Schimpf Ryan Schimpf at second base gets called up as well. Norris catching, Alexi Ramirez shortstop, and Pomerantz the pitcher. So it will be facing Bartolo Colon, starter for the Mets. Of course, as I said, it's the Padres. It's going to be Pomerantz, who's going to be making his second start. He got injured early, and he's one guy that's benefiting from my deciding to dial back injuries a little bit here. I still haven't quite finalized everything, but I think this one makes sense. So here we go. Jankowski against Cologne. Lefty 5'10", that's catcher X. The catcher is Kevin Plawecki, 2E8, 2-10. That will be see, that's going to be a foul ball as long as he doesn't make the error, and that's an 11 on the E8, and he makes the catch. So one out as Jankowski in his first at bat of the TBL season for him fouls out. Now John Jay, he's going to single. So gets on with one out. Not a very good stolen base threat, but it's going to be Kemp now at the plate. Righty 5'8", and that's going to be a double play. 6-4-3. No runs and one hit. So doing this live, I'm just going to go ahead and whoops. I'm going to go ahead and I don't have the opportunity to start and stop things very much, so there won't be any additional graphics or anything like that, but just bear with me. I'm hoping someone happens in here along the way. I haven't seen any extra chat members yet, but maybe we will here at some point. Okay, so for the Mets, it'll be Granderson right, Reynolds in left. So Conforto still injured. You've got Cabrera injured. Let's see. It seems like there's someone else along the way here as well that's not available. So I'm going to turn off the chat here for now. At least on my end. You guys can still continue the chat. Hopefully that comes up. But anyway, it's going to be Granderson right, Reynolds left, Walker second base, Flores shortstop, Ty Kelly third base, Lagares center, Eric Campbell first, Plawecki catching, and Bartolo Colon on the mound. Both of these pitchers are pretty good at hitting. So Granderson is going to have a chance at a ballpark home run 1-11. That's going to stay in the park. He will have that ball caught out there by Kemp. So missed out on that chance. Righty 6-8 strikes him out. And that will be a grounded to short. And that'll be Ramirez making the play. So no score after one inning. Okay, so in the second inning, Solardi. And again, I'm going to be going innings if I can remember to do it. So Solarte against Cologne. That's a 5-10 batting from the left. It's catcher X again. Plawecki 2, another 10, so another foul out as long as he does. He makes the play. Will Myers. Righty 5-6 grounder to third, and that's going to be Kelly throwing to first. And Schimpf grounder to second. That's going to be Walker 3E11. And E11 right there, that might get him. That's a 17. Second base E11. Yes, it is. That's an error on Neil Walker. And so Schimpf reaches on the boot. And now Derek Norris up with 2 outs. There's a 6-9 against a righty. Ooh, boy, if there's a 1 that's going to score a run, that would be a triple. That's a 13. So a single, first and third with 2 outs. That'll bring up Alexei Ramirez. Norris. Bartolo Colon, good at holding runners. No sense in ending the inning on a caught stealing here. Righty 5-7, and he strikes him out. So the pitcher will lead off the third for the Padres. Still no score. Okay, so it'll be Flores against Pomeranz. That's a potential single, 1-15. And it is. First hit for the Mets. So tie Kelly up. 2-3. He's going to walk. So first and second, no one out. Brings up Juan Lagares. Could look to bump the runners over here, but he's just going to go ahead and swing away. Righty 6-5. That's a potential home run. He is weak against lefty pitchers, though, so it's going to be a 1-6 single. It'd score a run. It'd be a single 2-star, but no, that'll be a fly ball to left. Caught. Flores, not a fast runner. Going to have to hold. So Eric Campbell, 1 out. 2-7. That's going to be a double play ball. 4-6-3 ends the second. Depending upon the response, I may start doing more patron-only games. I kind of just have to play the games out anyway, and so, I don't know. I'm not sure it's any less work to get one of these guys going, or to not get one of these, just to play it out. Pomerantz leads off here. Where is... Okay, we need this. So it's a 6-7. He's batting from the right side. That's going to be a grounder to Neil Walker again. Oh, that's going to be a single for Pomerantz. So leads off the third with a single. Jankowski. Lefty 5-2. He's going to walk. So they start off with the first 2 guys on here in the third. Brings up John Jay. That's a 6-9 against the lefty, and that is a potential homer. Weak hitter though, so it's ballpark. 1 to 11 would be a single 2-star and would score a run, and that is so. John Jay gets a single. Pomerantz comes around to score, and it's 1-0. Runners at first and third. Matt Kemp. Padres have been playing a little better of late. 3-9. That's a strikeout. They're going to play with the infield double play depth again. They would have played it there too. So Solarte. 3-4. Oh, Nelly. He cranks this one. 1 to 17. It's gone, and it's a 15. That's a 3-run home run for Yannervis Solarte. And it's now 4-0 Padres as they take it deep on Bartolo. So they put up a 4 spot really quickly. Solarte with the blast. 3-4. And a 15 on a 1 to 17. So here's Will Myers now. Cologne trying to shake it off. That's a fly ball to left, caught out there by Reynolds. And with 2 outs, it'll be Shimp. And that's going to be a grounder to second base. Neil Walker, he'll get to this one, and he will make the play. But 4 plopped on there by the Pods. And they're going to go to the bottom of third, 4-0. And it's going to be Plawecki. That's going to be a grounder to short. Up with it will be Ramirez, and he throws across. And Myers makes the grab. So now Bartolo, see if he can help out his cause here. Normal power, home run hitter, 4-8. And that's going to be a K. And that's the second out. Pomerantz pitching his first game since coming back from injury, and he's looking pretty good so far. 3-6 grounder right back to Pomerantz. Jogs over, underhands it, beats out the deceptively speedy Curtis Granderson, and that retires the side in order. Probably not the greatest time of day to do this either. I think in the future, now that I kind of have the first one squared away, I might look to try and set something like this up a little closer to like 8 or 9 p.m. in the future. So it'll be Derek Norris and Ramirez, and then the pitcher, 4-8 righty, and that's a single. Single for Norris. Yeah, not a good combination to be trying to run against. Cologne -4. Really good move to first. Holds him close. 6'10 righty. Pops out to third base for the first out. Pomerantz. C. Bunter. He's going to go ahead and swing away here, though. Runner at first. 6-7. That could be a double play ball. Batting from the right side. Second base. It'll be Walker. They are holding Norris, so he's a 4-11 in this case. 4-9. Holding the runner. That's going to be a base hit. And then 15 on the E11. And he also airs there too. So a single and an error. I think that'll move Norris to third base. And so Pomerantz gets a hit. And Walker commits his second error of the game. So they're going to play with the infield in here now. 1 out. Second and third, and it'll be Jankowski, who walked his last appearance. There's a 6-10 lefty. That's a ground ball to second A. Second and third, that's a 1. Batter is out, runners hold. So again, that's 6-10. That's a grounder to second, hot shot, and with the infield in, they're going to be able to prevent Norris from taking a break at that. So now John Jay with 2 outs. Another 6-10, and that's a pop out to third base, and that will end it. So interesting. No runs, 2 hits, and 2 left. A few 6-10s here. Dice are feeling 6-10. I guess it's a 6-10 kind of night here. Not a 10-4. That would be 4-10, I guess. All right, bottom of the fourth. Nat Reynolds against Pomerantz. And it's going to be grounded to second base, and it'll be Schimpf with the easy play. Neil Walker. My box moves as I hit it with the... Yes. Huh? What's up? What's wrong? Oh, nice. Cool. All right, so Neil Walker. That's a 2-4. A chance at a single, 1-14, and he gets it. So that is the third runner aboard in this game for the Mets. Walker, not much of a stolen base threat here. Maybe with 2 outs, we'd think about trying to see if he could coax out a lead here. But here's Wilmer Flores. Righty 4-7, and he'll walk, so that's going to move Walker to scoring position. And it brings up Ty Kelly. So if Kelly could get a 3 column here, that might get the Mets back in this 4-0 game. Well, that's a 2-6, though, so that's another walk, and it'll load the bases. Pomerantz. A little shaky here. It's going to bring up Lagares. They're going to play with the infield at double play depth. Looking for 2 to get out of this inning. And it's a 3-7, and there you go. That's going to be a grounder right to Ramirez, over to Schimpf, then across to Myers, and that is an inning-ending double play. And bad luck for the Mets there on the 3-7 against the lefty, the old shortstop A. So going to be the 5th here. Cologne, 6-inning starter. He's on his 3rd time through the lineup now, so he's got to get through these guys quickly if he wants to stay in this game. And here we go with Kemp. Righty 4-7. That's a 1-9 single. Oh, and there's a 1. So much for that. Got to bring up the Mets pitching usage here just to get everybody's available. So it's a new day. Oh, I realize this sheet doesn't have a place to write the date. That's okay. So Kemp aboard, and the man of the moment, Solardi, with the home run. Potential balk. Cologne doesn't balk though. So Homer, 1 for 2, 3 runs batted in so far. That is a 4-6 against the lefty. He's going to strike out here. So 1 gone. Will Myers. 2-8. Oh boy, another chance at a home run. 1-11, and it is going to be gone. Myers pops it, and that's going to be it for, well, that actually turns, let's see, it doesn't turn him. He needs 7 in 3 innings. This is 6 in 3. But that's going to bring home Kemp and Myers, so a 2-run homer. And the Padres are starting to find their bats a little bit. They're settling in. And the Mets are going to get, let's see, when did Barrett last pitch? He went 5 innings on the 21st. This would be a little quick for him to come back. They're going to get Bastardo and Jim Henderson warming up, getting ready to come in for Cologne, the pitching coach, out to settle down the old timer. And here is Schimpf, another guy who can take it deep. 6-10 is going to be a grounder to second. Another grounder second. That's second out. And now Norris. They're going to try to get Cologne through this inning. This should be it for him. 4-5 righty. And that's a pop-up caught by Flores. And that will be it for the 5th. But 2 more across. 6-0 Pods. And the Mets have Cologne up to hit. Actually, I was wrong. Conforto is not injured, but he is against the righty, or against the lefty pitcher, the lefty hitter. It didn't seem to make much sense to me. So where is my window? There you are. So where are we now? All right, so we're at Campbell. We may have Cologne swing away here anyway, but bring in a pitcher for him. So Campbell, righty, 4-5. That's a strikeout. Plawecki, 4-7 righty. That's a walk. All right, they're going to go ahead and pinch hit for Bartolo here. They can't really afford to waste at bats, and they're going to call on Alejandro Diaza. So Plawecki is at first and Diaza at the plate. Well, that's going to be a inning-ending double play right there. That is a 4-6-3 twin killing, and so that didn't work out so well. Diaza grounds into double play, and that will be it for the 5th. We're going to the 6th. And so the Padres have Ramirez coming up, the righty, so they will. The Mets will call on Jim Henderson. Henderson being a 6-7 guy. Still nobody on the still nobody coming in here on the broadcast. Not too many people probably hang out on the Patreon page, but I do appreciate those of you who are subscribers to our, not only subscribers to the channel, but also make an investment in what we do here. We thank you. So it'll be Jim Henderson, the righty, facing Alexei Ramirez. And that's going to be a grounder right to third base. And Ty Kelly will put out Ramirez, so Pomerantz pitching well. He's going to stay in the game here. Swing away. That's a 4-7. It's a 1-10 single. That's a 16. So that will be a liner to short. And now Travis Jankowski. 2-6. Potential home run here. 1-6. Can he do it? That is a 7. And so that, well, the best laid plan. So, I'm going to have to take a moment here to look over the City Field dimensions here, because that would be for a lefty, that would be a right field center fielder check if City Field has short enough fence in right field. And the fence height all around is 8 feet. So definitely this is a robbing chance. So instead of being a definite catch, it's going to be the wait a minute. Maybe I'm wrong. I think maybe robbing is only, let's see. Let's get a ruling from the official rule book on the home run robbing. I go to the replay and take a look at this and see what I think that would be in the extra rules. Other super advanced rules. Weather effects, clutch hitting. Boy. Don't really have things like this come up a ton. When you do, you want to get it right. Probably under the fly ball chances. Oh, here we go. Outfielder robbing a home run. Whenever there's a home run, fly out, split cards on the ballpark chart, the outfielder's defensive ability may be challenged. Making the difference. The rule comes into play if you're rolling 20-sided die if it's to determine a home run. The last number in the home run range, or the first number in the flyers, and then the outfielder's ability will be checked. So I'm taking it we actually check the left fielder's ability because it is a fly ball to left field B. So in this case, left fielder for the Mets is Matt Reynolds, and he is a 5. So this is almost certainly going to instead turn into a home run. Only a 20 would save him, and it's a 10 that is gone. A solo shot for Travis Jankowski, 7-0. Takes Jim Henderson out of the yard. Now John Jay, lefty 4-2. That is going to be another ballpark homer that he does not have. So this would be a single, and it is. So Henderson giving up a couple hits now. Matt Kemp. There's that 20. The Mets could have used that a little earlier. 4-7 righty. That's a 1-10 single chance. It's another 2. Wow. So it's going to be, and that puts Henderson into, and they're going to turn around Solardi. So they're going to go to the bullpen here because Henderson is now fatigued with 3 hits in a row. So they're going to go to Bastardo and turn Solardi around. So and he pitched for Pittsburgh at the end of the year, so he's a 6'12 guy, and 2/3 of an inning for Henderson. But so Solardi up against the lefty, he's batting for, oh boy, chance at another balk. Oh, and he's a 1-18. Well, there's a balk, so the runners are going to move up. So Solarte with 2 outs. Ballpark home run chance. 1-11. This would be another 3-run homer for Solardi, and it would break this wide open 1-11, and it's gone. Home run, second home run, 6 runs batted in for Yannervis Solarte. That makes it 10-0. And Bastardo gets rocked immediately into the game. And here is Will Myers, 6'8 righty. Now there's a walk. Padres need to save some of these runs for the next game. Here's Shimp. .610 lefty grounder to shortstop. It'll be Flores 4E42, 4-3. It's going to be a single and probably an error as well. E42. Oh, that's a 16. That's a 2-base error. Mets getting hosed in this one. So 4-3 is a single with 1 base advance, but then you've got on top of that a 2-base error. Batter to third, all so it's going to score another. Myers comes in. Mets with 3 errors in this game, of really shoddy effort here. So 2 quick outs in this inning, and then it's just piled on. Runner at third, 2 outs. Infield back, that's a 4-6 righty and a walk. And yeah, it means that they've hit around. Now Alexei, I don't think in this, since I've restarted playing this, I don't think I've had a team bat around. So, but here we go. That's 3-6, and that's going to be a potential single, 1-2. That's a 5. That's a liner to third. And I'm just going to keep that in the same column there. But that is a big inning for the Padres. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 across, 11-0. Bastardo gives up the 3-run homer, and then his defense lets him down. So Pomerantz looking golden here. He's in his 6th inning of work. This is his inning of weakness, but he could go another 2 innings probably out of this bottom of the 6th. So 6-5 lefty, and there's a double. So just when you start lauding him with praise. Let's see, anybody happen to come into this chat yet? Anybody on this video? I haven't seen anybody yet. That's okay. So here is Reynolds. Granderson at second. Padres really paying no attention to him. Is there any chance Granderson steals here? Pretty weak, especially with Pomerantz. 5-5 righty. That's a grounder to short. Can Ramirez get this job done? 4E22. 4-9. In this case, they're not holding the runner on, so he will be able to make the play, but the runner will advance. Oh, and that's a 17. This could be an error. E22. 17. Yep, that's a 2-base error for himself. So a couple big rolls here. E6. So both teams making tough work of this game, and so it's going to be a run scored here. Granderson comes in, so it's 11-1 now. No run batted in there for Reynolds, but he'll end up at second. Neil Walker. A potential wild pitch. Pomeranz 1-16, and there it is. So Padres are going to have to start thinking about getting somebody warming up here. 2-8. It's a pop out to short. One away. Wilmer Flores. Matt Reynolds. Is he? No, he's no threat to steal. Flores, runner at third. 1 out, 2-12. Fly ball to center field. That'll be a sack. 8. In comes Reynolds. 11-2. RBI for Wilmer. And now Ty Kelly. 4-6. Batting from the left. That's a walk. No, batting from the right. 4-6 from the right is a 1-3. That'll be a liner to third. Ends the inning. 2 runs across. All right, so yeah, we're in the crosshairs for some snow tomorrow. So hunkering down for that. Let's see. Bastardo, they're going to go ahead and let him pitch another inning. The Padres are going to call on Kevin Quackenbush to get warming up here. I think they're going to go to their pen. Pomerantz just back off the DL. So they don't want to send him too far along. 6 innings of work for him. Pretty good outing. So against the lefty, they're going to call on, we'll give Adam Rosales a pinch hit here. This is in the 7th. So Rosales against Bastardo. That's a 6-10 righty. Grounded to short. Flores 4 has 1. It was a 1. Flipped over. And then another large roll. These dice are causing problems here. 15 on the E42. No error for in this case, even with a 42, but that is a single for Adam Rosales. Okay, so Jankowski homered last time up. Lefty 112. Well, he's going to walk. So another rough inning start here for Bastardo. They're going to get Hansel Robles warming up, trying to put out the fire here. So John Jay at the plate. 2 on, nobody out. 5-2 lefty, grounded to second. Now they're not holding the runners on, so grounded to second. That would be Walker 3E11. 3 and 5. He just barely gets to it. The runners will both advance as long as there's no error. That's a 13 on an E11. No error. Brings up Kemp. Three, 4 against the lefty. That's going to be and they're playing with the infield in, so it's going to have to be, they're going to hold the runner on that. So infield back now for Solardo. 2 home runs already in this game. Batting from the right, 1-7, grounder to short. That will end the inning. No runs in this one. Bastardo gets through it. Had a bit of a rocky go of it, but all right. So Quackenbush is going to be taken over from Pomeranz. So Quackenbush is, he's a 6'12" guy. Now, yeah, let's see here. He hits 5th in the next inning. All right, they're gonna Solarde is going to be relieved in this one, and then they're going to slot Quackenbush in there. Rosales is going to be playing third base here in the 7th. So Rosales then is 3E23. Not a great third baseman. Good range, or average range, poor in terms of other stuff. But that will put pitcher in the 9 hole now, or, well, in the 4 hole, which is currently the 9 hole. So bottom of the 7th, Lagares facing Quackenbush, righty against righty. 3-9, that's a strikeout. Avoids the injury roll at 3-8. Eric Campbell. They are going to pinch hit for Campbell with Lucas Duda. And he's probably going to stay in the game at first base for Campbell. They figure see if they can get Duda. So 6'9" lefty, that's a double. So automatic double there instead of the 1-14 split chance. So here's Plawecki. 2-7, that's a grounder to short. And that's going to bring up the pitcher spot, which will be Michael Conforto. So runner at second, 2 outs. 4-9 lefty. Ooh, boy. Well, that's got a chance. 1-4. It's going to be at least a triple. So a triple for Conforto. And it makes it 11-3 due to scores. Did hit 1 triple in real life. So Curtis Granderson with 2 outs. Runner at third. And a 6-12. That means Quackenbush injury. That's going to be a grounder to first. Myers 2E3, 2-9. Yep, that's no problem. That's going to be an out. So 3-1, but Quackenbush on the coverage gets hurt. So let's see, Quackenbush. What my plan is to write down the injuries based on the. So he's 60 innings pitched for a reliever. That means a maximum of 6 games injured. That's a 6, so he's okay. If you look here at this chart, it says okay. So he is fine and will likely come into pitch the 8th. That was the whole intention of the double switch. So, okay. I'll probably also put up some games that are produced. I know that some people just would like, I mean, the plan is on the channel. I'd like to try and produce games for the channel because, you know, try to edit them and stuff because people like people don't like taking a lot of extra time to watch ball games, I don't think. But, you know, in this case, the live stream works out pretty well, but I could also upload videos and just drop them into the Patreon, and you guys can watch when you feel like, if and when you feel like watching them. So Hansel Robles, he's going to come in here. So Bastardo goes 1 1/3. Let's see, Robles is also a 6-12. All right, so Myers, top of the 8th. 1 run across. It's 11-3. Padres ahead of the Mets. Mets just got a share at first, and now it looks like they're going to be going down here. Grounder back to Robles, 4-0. 4-12. He'll get to it. This is that's basically a waste of a roll, but that's okay. Chimp now. 2 for 4 or 1 for 4. Lefty 5-6. So he's going to draw a walk. Brings up Derek Norris. Runner at first. 6-6 righty. A walk. Just some bad luck here for the Mets. A lot of the rolls are coming right in the wheelhouse as far as the bad stuff. First and second, 1 away. Here's Ramirez, 2-8. There's a 1-14 single chance, a line or otherwise. And there's a single, 1 star. Loads the bases. Now, Robles is a 2-inning pitcher, so he's not in danger of fatigue right now, but bases are loaded. They're going to have to play the infield in here yet again. Here's Adam Rosales, who took over for Solardi at third, 1-6. That's a strikeout. Big out right there. Now they can play with the infield back. So he overpowers Rosales, and now it's going to be Travis Jankowski. 1 for 3, 2 walks, a home run. Lefty 6-8, grounder to second. Here is Walker again, 3-11. 3-15, he gets to it. And I think that is going to be a good play, and that will retire the side. No runs, 1 hit, 3 left. Let's see, they'll probably try to have Robles finish it out for them, top of the inning. Or maybe they could have another guy, but they probably will just go with Robles. Here's Reynolds. Quackenbush again, 6-8. Righty, that's 1-4 single. It's going to be a liner to short. One away. Neil Walker, 1 for 3 so far today. 2-9 batting against the righty. That's a strikeout. Now Flores, 1-7. Fly ball to center field, caught out there by John Jay. And we're going to go to the 9th, still 11-3. Quackenbush with a better inning there. And the Mets will get up the Padres will get up Matt Thornton in the bullpen. Try and close this game out with the long guy. All right, Jay facing Hansel Robles. Lefty 6-4. Fly ball to center field. Lagares, pretty good, 2-4. No problem right there. And then 14, that could be, let's see. He's an E4. But he'd need a 4, 16, or 18 for an error. That is caught. 1 out. Matt Kemp. Righty 5-8. That's going to be a double. So the Padres just smacking the ball around all night long. Pitcher spot. And they're going to call on Amarista. Two-seven. Well, 1-14 single. That's a 12. So it's going to make first and third. They're going to have to play with the infield in here. Actually, they'll play the corners in. They'll try and get themselves a double play if they can get it to the middle infielders. Everybody hits in this game, it seems like. Will Myers, he homered earlier. Robles just trying to get through this inning. Righty 4-3, fly ball to right field. Can Granderson get it? 3-0, 3-15 he will. Don't even have to roll these guys, but we will anyway. E0. So that's going to be a 9. And the 15 on the 3 is going to be F2, so that's actually going to be a sack. Kemp scores 12-3. So Myers with another run batted in. And Schimpf now with Amarista at first. Potential passed ball. That's going to be Plawecki is a 0. 0 passed ball. 3-5. A 1 is a single. And it's a 10, so a liner to second. So 1 run, and Mets trying to survive this one. And so it's going to be Thornton coming in here. Two innings for Quackenbush. And bottom of the 9th, Ty Kelly facing a lefty. Not many good options off the bench. So Ty Kelly up. 2-3. Well, he's going to walk. Juan Lagares. Righty 5-6. That's a single. 2-base advance. Brings up Lucas Duda. Well, the Padres are going to get Ryan Buchter warming up just to see he is available, correct? San Diego. Actually, they're not going to go with Buchter. They're going to call on Moore instead. If Thornton can't start getting some outs here, first and third. Lagares is going to move up on defensive indifference, so it takes away the force against the lefty 2-8. That's a strikeout plus an injury. So Duda, well, I'm going to just take him out. I'm going to put Duda down here, and then I have to see what goes on with him. He's definitely in here for other injuries. So Plawecki 2-9. That's a grounder to second base. They'll get a run out of that. And now the pinch hitter for the pitcher. And they'll have James, they'll go with Rene Rivera. Loney's still available off the bench, but so that's a 4. You can't see that, but so you got Lagares at third, 5-6 righty. That is another single. That's going to score a run, and that's going to be it for Thornton. They're going to bring in Brandon Moore. Actually, Maurer, excuse me. I think it's more. I don't know. I could look up the thing, but no injury. So Thornton goes 2/3 of an inning, and can't get through that. But Maurer comes in. Maurer comes in here. Runner at first, and let's see. Rivera is going to just take second. They don't even care at this point. Rene Rivera has already hit. It's going to be Granderson at top of the lineup here, lefty against righty. 3-8. That's a grounder to second. That will be the ball game as Schimpf throws to Myers. And so 2 runs to close it out here in the 9th, but 5 runs will not beat 12. 12-5 your score. Padres win the first game of this series as Bartolo Colon gets hit early, 3rd inning. Everything starts kind of going to pot for him. And so let's see here. Let's see. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 hits for the Padres. A really strong offensive outing for them. They did commit 1 error. And how many bases? How many guys left on base? There's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. They still left 12 guys on themselves. For the Mets, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 hits. Pomerantz with 3 given up and 4 walks. Not great as far as his control goes. The Mets committed 2. They committed 3 errors. 2, all by the middle infield. 2 by Wilmer Flores. Or no, 1 by Wilmer Flores. 2 by Walker. And so there was 1 left. 2, 3, 4. Only 5 left on base. Relatively economical there for the Mets. But that is going to be your ball game. So the Padres will move to 10-12. As I said, they've been playing a little better lately. I think that might be 3 in a row for them. Mets, tough loss. They drop a half game behind the Marlins, who will they will be facing the Yankees later in the day. And yeah, the next game for these 2 teams is going to be a doubleheader. It's going to be the first game of a doubleheader tomorrow. So, both teams had to use some relievers in this one, but they should still be in pretty decent shape. So anyway, that's going to be it. I'm going to sign off here. I didn't really see anybody come into the chat, but feel free to leave a comment on the Patreon post if you would like. And again, just really Tabletop Earl and I want to try and start providing some content geared towards you guys who have been hanging in there each and every month. And yeah, so it's a balance, but hope this was entertaining, and it didn't take me a whole lot longer to do this than what I would normally do. So, all right, good night, guys. Thanks again. Padres win 12-5 over the Mets.